Hey everybody, welcome back. After posting a photo of my lashes over on Instagram, I had tons of requests for a tutorial. These spiky lashes using individuals that cost less than £1. I've posted this tutorial in real time, so it will take you definitely less than 10 minutes to achieve this. I've got it down to around 3 to 4 minutes, but as they say, practice makes perfect, so the more you practice, the better you'll be. I bought this set of lashes off of AliExpress and this cost me £4. I can get 4 to 5 sets of lashes out of this tray. This makes it less than £1 per set of lashes. My glue preference is duo glue. This one has black, it also has clear. You can also get it with vitamins and you can also get a sensitive kind. I just prefer this because it's easy to remove. So from the tray, we're going to use the very bottom set of lashes. These are Dovetail Lashes. These are the first set that we're going to lay down, and you have sizes 9mm up to 12mm, and I always start with 12mm on the end and then I go to 11mm towards the beginning of my eye. The size you opt for will depend on the actual lid space you have. I've got enough lid space to go for the larger sizes. However, on the very outer corner, I always use a slightly smaller size because otherwise it can make your eyes look droopy. So here I'm applying 12mm Dovetail Lashes, and hopefully you can see I'm actually leaving a little gap in between each of the placement of these lashes, and in that gap we are going to layer different lashes from that same tray. So you can see as a bit of a reference, when my eyes open, the points of each of these Dovetail Lashes touch. If they were too close together, they would crisscross. So that's just to give you an idea roughly the space that I'm leaving between each of the lashes. Just before I continue, I'm applying some of the Wet n Wild Mega Liner underneath my lashes along the top waterline. I love this one because it has a foam tip. As you can see, it's super soft, so it doesn't hurt or is not uncomfortable to apply it to this area. And the reason I'm doing this is because it helps to make the lash line look fuller, and it means you also can't see where the actual eyelashes lay on your natural lashes. So now I'm moving on to 11mm to continue all the way along towards the inner corner. I usually stop 1/4 of the way in, and the lash that's the closest towards that inner corner is going to be a slightly smaller size. I have used 9mm, and I've also got a 10mm on the very outer corner so that the eye doesn't droop. When I'm working on the opposite eye, I know it can be slightly awkward with your hand, so I find it easier to come in above your eye and drop the lashes down onto the natural lash line. You will find this is easier to get the lash to sit closer to the root of your natural eyelashes. You want to mimic the same placement as the first eye, so always apply a slightly smaller size on that very outer corner. Then your slightly longer sets as you get towards the centre of your eye, and then you want to swap to a slightly smaller size as you go in from the middle of the eye towards the inner corner. So as you can see here, we've only used a handful of 11 and 12s, 2 9mm and 2 10mm. So you can see you will get quite a few sets out of this tray. Next we're moving on to this middle set of eyelashes. So it's got a spike in the centre and a couple of wispy lashes on either side, so it creates a fan with a spike. Now you want to try and place these in the gap between each of the dovetail eyelashes. I have seen that you can buy these as individual trays just for this particular type of eyelash, so you can get them in various sizes. In this tray, I believe they're just one size. So I'm starting on the outer edge and I'm working my way across the length of the lashes, getting towards the inner corner of the eye. But I won't take them all the way to the very inner corner of the eyes. Instead, I will use some individual spikes to fill in this area. So I'll take it 1/3 of the way in. The reason for this is because you don't want the inner corner of the eye to be too long, because when you look up it will tickle your top lid and it will just look a little bit out of proportion. It won't look so even. Whereas within the tray, those smaller spikes are a lot shorter in length, so you'll be able to customize the inner corner to your desire. Sometimes you won't always be able to reach the very root of your eyelash, but do as best as you can. Look down into a mirror so you can see how close you can get to the root. The closer you get to the natural lash line, the more realistic these are going to look. Don't forget you can use the end of your tweezers to manipulate the placement of the lashes, and at the very end we will go in with a clamp after mascara to push these closer to your natural lashes, and then you won't see any gaps. So this is how it's looking after layering 2 sets of lashes and no mascara. Next we're going in with these spikes, which are in the centre. Use a gentle motion when you remove the spike from the sticky tape. You will find that those 2 individual lashes that come off of the spike close. They don't always stay open. And what you want to do in terms of placement is look at your lashes, see where the spikes are from the last set of lashes that we used, and place these in between or either side of those particular lashes. These ones will be slightly longer. Remember, you can use the slightly smaller spikes on the very inner corner, and you can use larger spikes in the center if you want more of an opened look. If you want more of a winged out finish, you can apply the larger spikes to the outer third of the eye to give more of a sweeping finish. It really is up to you how you customize them. Again, because my eyes have enough space, I can use the larger spikes all the way along. I tend to use mostly 11s on the inner corner, on the very outer edge, and 12s throughout the center. It is nice, like this particular lash here that I'm laying down, those two individual lashes that come off the spikes stayed open, and it's quite nice because it gives dimension. But as they are slightly cheaper lashes, you do find that when you remove them from the tape, they close a little bit with this particular style. Mascara is obviously optional. Remember that we are placing on black eyelashes, and your natural lashes, no matter how dark your hair is always going to be more on the brown side or very fair. So mascara for me is a necessity. It also helps to kind of gel your natural lashes with the falsies. My preference is a tube-in mascara because it's easy to come off with just water and it doesn't flake throughout the day. It lasts really well. So I'm using the Lancome Lash Idol mascara. If you've never seen it or never tried it, watch my review, which I'll link on screen for you now. It is a wonderful mascara, so easy to remove. Notice how I'm only blinking on to the mascara wand because I don't need to apply it up the entire length of the lashes. I just want to make sure I'm coating my natural lashes and the base of the falsies. I'm also taking that on my lower lashes just for some balance to the eyes, because obviously the top lashes aren't natural looking. They're as natural as they can be, but they are false lashes, so you want some balance to the eyes. And then you want to go in with a little eyelash clamp just to make sure that the false lashes at the base are laying as flat as they can and that they are sealed to your natural lashes. You can remove these very easy. You can use tweezers or your fingers to gently pull them away. You could also use the Pro Effects glue by Lash Base, which means you could put these on and you could wear them for the entire weekend. And that completes today's super easy spiky lashes using a tray of lashes that will cost you under £1 per set. It is incredible. I love them. I hope you've enjoyed the tutorial. Please let me know what you thought in the comment section below. If you have any questions, also leave those in the comment section. And don't forget, everything I've used will be listed and linked as best I can in the description bar. I will also link the Lash Base glue and the discount code, so you can try that if you want these to last longer than just the day. You can reuse these. It would be a little bit fiddly, but it is possible to reuse these. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Bye guys.